Carle Health is investing $8 million into its Pekin Hospital in an effort to modernize it. The project will focus on removing old and unused spaces while improving access and infrastructure. Some of the improvements include a new cafeteria and an upgrade to green spaces. Carle has already begun relocating services from the hospital's south towers. They are set to be demolished to help with the construction of the new cafe. They hope that will be complete by the middle of 2027. Infrastructure and external work on the building is set to be done at the same time.